The chance to lead the BIS Innovation Hub in London was a remarkable opportunity and one too good to pass up. The opportunity to identify emerging trends in technology and start to deliver projects for the benefit of the wider global central banking community is almost too good to be true. Working with colleagues in the UK, Switzerland and across the global network of innovation hubs to really think about and identify those trends and those opportunities for collaboration is remarkable. I'm thinking about in London, building out the team, what we want to do, what do we want to be known for, our cultures, behaviours and approaches is a really, really exciting one. In my previous role at the UK Financial Conduct Authority, I led the RegTech and Advanced Analytics Department. My role there was threefold. Firstly, to identify emerging trends for the delivery of subtech solutions to help the organisation become more effective and efficient. The second was to continue to develop and enhance the RegTech and emerging tech agenda to support the organisation to foster innovation. And finally, to support the organisation to learn and understand about data and technology. We are starting our work in the London Centre with two projects. The first is Project Meridian. And the aim of Project Meridian is to reduce the time and cost, the sometimes significant time and cost of settling payments. And we're going to do this by looking at automating the process to settling payments by building a synchronisation operator. And what does that mean in practice? It means that we'll be looking to do three things. Facilitate the exchange of information to settlement, by earmarking assets, and then by triggering payment settlements against central banking real-time gross settlement systems. The second project is Project Rosalind. And Project Rosalind is named after Rosalind Franklin, whose work was key in building information about DNA sequencing. And the aim of Project Rosalind is to build a prototype of an open application programming interface in order to distribute and settle retail central bank digital currencies using a central bank ledger with private sector providers. The key to both of these projects is collaboration. Collaboration with the private sector, with academia, and of course with the central banking community, and the network of innovation hubs across the world, in Stockholm, in Singapore, in Switzerland, Hong Kong, and the forthcoming centres in Toronto and the Eurosystem. We worked with our host, the Bank of England, to identify the initial areas of work on retail central bank digital currencies and payment innovations, as these areas of work are in high demand for central banks across the world. It's my expectation as we find our feet as the London Centre and build out our portfolio of work that we will look to diversify our projects to take account of subtech and regtech, green finance and open finance. Diversity and inclusion is such an important issue, and I'm really pleased to have recently been recognised for some of the work that we've been doing in that space. I think there are some really important and often quite simple steps that you can make to really think about embedding diverse practices at the recruitment stage, for example. So where are you advertising? What is the language that you are using in your advertisement? Who is on your recruitment panels? Do you have a diverse recruitment panel? All of these things are really important at the beginning of the journey, if you like. But I think one of the things that we must think about as well is inclusion. And that's where I think leadership is really important. As a leader, what's the role that you can play in creating safe, inclusive environments for example, women to come forward and talk to you about how they feel in the workplace? What are the things that make them feel included? What are the barriers to their inclusion? And I think that's, as I said, where leadership can play a very, very key and important role. Diversity and inclusion is important for all the reasons that we know very well. But I think particularly when you're working in an innovation environment, diversity is such a key driver of creating really dynamic, inclusive and innovative environments.